Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allis, and today's video we're going to be doing this tutorial. I almost forgot the word for what this is called, but this is a makeup tutorial. Hi, this is a makeup channel. I was actually really inspired by this look because, for one, it's spring. Okay, it is spring. So when the spring and summertime starts to roll around, I'm all about that life. I'm breaking out all the colors. Bring me the yellows, the oranges, the greens, the purples. I'm ready to play with color because I'm done with my winter funk. I'm ready to get into it. So this is the makeup look that I created today, and I absolutely love it. I hope that you guys enjoy it and maybe learn a thing or two. Give it a thumbs up if you do. And before we keep going, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm ready to make it official. Are you ready to make it official? I mean, let's just make it official. Now that we got that out of the way, then let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I'm going to start off with this concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C6. I'm going to take some of that, put it on my eyelid to prime, and then just blend it out with my finger. This is just going to create a really even canvas for me to work with to apply my eyeshadow. To set the concealer in place, I'm going to grab some of the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. You can use whatever you want, but since I do have oily eyelids, I do have to set any sort of primer that I put on my eyelid before I work with the eyeshadows. The palette that I'm grabbing here is the Colourpop Yes Please palette, and I'm taking the shade Chauffeur, which is just a light brown shade. I'm going to buff that in my crease in windshield wiper motions, and I'm using this color as my transition shade. For the second palette that I'll be using for this look, I'm going to grab the Colourpop Covershot Ablaze palette, and I'm taking this really nice burnt orange shade, and I'm just going to apply that where I applied that brown, and this is just going to start deepening up the look and giving it a little bit more depth. Because I am going to go in with the yellows later, I still want some orange kind of surrounding that yellow. So that's what this orange is going to be, and is going to be placed in my crease. Jumping back into the yellow Colourpop palette, I'm taking this yellow shade right here. This is a matte yellow, by the way. I'm just going to apply that right underneath the brown and the orange that I just applied, and really just mainly trying to focus that on the lower section of my eye, almost towards the lid. And I'm just going to start brightening up that orange and that brown just to get it in place for that shimmery yellow that I'll be using. The shimmery yellow shade is also going to be coming from the Colourpop Yes Please palette. This is in the shade Note to Self, and it is a really beautiful golden yellow shade, which is very bright, very beautiful for the spring and summer. I'm taking that on a flat shader brush, and I'm packing that brush with some Fix Plus to really give the color the most optimal foiled sort of metallic finish that it can possibly get. I'm applying that all over my lid, and I'm going to be very generous with that. To clean up all the excess fallout, I'm going to take a clean makeup wipe, and I'm just going to run that on my cheek area, just my under eye area, just to really clean everything up. And then I'm just going to run a couple coats of mascara. I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I'm just prepping my eyelashes for the falsies, which I will list them down below in the description box. Every single product I'm using is going to be down there, so make sure you check that out. Working my way towards the face, I'm going to start off by priming. I'm going to be using the Dr. Brant Pores No More Luminizing Primer. I really love this primer. It's amazing, especially when you want to give your face a little bit more hydration, more luminosity. It's very comfortable. It's very pore filling as well. It's just a really solid primer. So I really like to push the product into my skin, as you see me doing here. I don't know if it's a fad, but it definitely, in my brain at least, it feels like it works. So I just continue to do this every time, and I feel like it really helps with my pores. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using this one by Milani. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in the shade Warm Beige. I'm going to take that foundation and I'm going to buff that into my skin with my beauty sponge. I forgot how much I really love this foundation. It's a really good full coverage foundation. It does a great job at just giving you that really good full coverage look without feeling super duper heavy. It's also very mattifying on my skin. It's just a really good foundation. Very thick, very full coverage, if I didn't say that already like 7,000 times. But it's a really good foundation. Check it out if you haven't. To conceal, I'm taking that Makeup Revolution concealer again, and I'm just going to use this to conceal and highlight my under eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty sponge as well. Now to set that concealer in place, I'm just going to grab some of the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I used this earlier to set the primer on my eyelids as well. I'm just going to use this to really bake everything and set it in place. And I don't bake for very long either, usually about 10 seconds max. This is really important for me since I do have oily combination skin. If I don't do this, then everything will crease. And that is not cute. I'm going to grab this bronzer by NYC. This is a Sunny Bronzer. Girl, I love this a little too much. And I have been using this bronzer for way too long, and mine is looking real beat. But I'm going to grab a little bit of that and just use this to really bronze up my face, give it a little bit more color. For blush, I'm going to be using this one by City Colors in the shade Papaya. This is a beautiful peachy blush, and girl, is this blush pigmented? Yes. Very pigmented. It is just intense. So now I'm going to go in with that yellow shade again, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line area just because I want it to be literally like yellow beaming all over my eyes. So I'm putting that on my lower lash line as well. I just personally feel like my looks are never complete unless I do something to the lower lash line. Does anybody else feel the same way? I'm going to be using a liquid lipstick by NYX. This is a NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. I will have the shade listed down below because I cannot remember right now off the top of my head. And then jumping right into lip gloss, I'm taking one by LA Colors. This is in the shade Dollface, which I do really, really love. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to go in with highlight. This is Prosecco Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. And that is pretty much going to complete this look, you guys. So that is going to complete this yellow sun-inspired spring makeup tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!